Hello class again, and welcome to this particular video. And in here we're going to explore this particular video which involves the matching and writing equations from a statement. So take note here that for the bell work for today, we need to actually first explore equations like we did in class, but now that we're doing it online, we are going to build on that by looking at the goal, which is first we need to be able to match equations with the right sentences or statements, and we need to be able to write equations from a statement or from a sentence. So we have a specific case here scenario. So one case scenario is related to the first goal. So what I want you to do before we dive into this is place on your note, write the lesson and the goal down, and then we are going to actually explore this case scenario because you are going to be working on this using the specific practice work that I'm going to give out to you, and also you're going to be doing this particular same task on a cumulative worksheet that will be given to you. So first is that we're going to look at case one, which is we're going to match the statements, which is in this case I to V, which are all shown here, to the correct equation A or B. So which one of these statements rightly links to A or B? So take note that in this case here, we need to first look thoroughly at what are the things that we need to take note of in this particular statement. And the first statement here is that the difference, so difference we know is subtraction, right? So the first number before the minus sign is going to be considered as the bigger number in here. And so it says here the difference between a number, in this case we don't know what the number is, so we assume that in this case the number is x. So a number is equal to x, take note of that, divided by 5. So it means that a number which is x divided by 5 and 7 is equal to 5. So it means that the difference means that you're subtracting 7 in this case from x divided by 5, because x over 5 will give you a big number, whereas where 7 will be taken away from it. So minus 7, and this is equal to 5. So in here, looking at these particular options, it means that the statement 1 is actually linked to the specific question here. So our answer here is, in this case, I is with A. So that is good. Now for question 2 or statement 2, we are asked that a number divided by 5. So we know that a number divided by 5 less than 7, which means that 7 is a big number, and 7 as a big number, once is taken away from this x divided by 5, which is a small number, in this case here, we are going to notice that, hey, we'll always get a positive number because 7 is way bigger than this number. So if I take this number away from 7, I will always get a positive number. So in this case, the positive number is shown to be 5. So in this case here, question 2, in this for here, B is the same as what we have in this particular statement. So in here, 2 is with B. And next one here is a number divided by 5 is greater than 7, and this is equal to 5. So in this case, a number divided by 5, which is here, bigger than or greater than 7, is equal to 5, which means that 3 is the right option here, and that goes with A. Next one is for statement 4, a number divided by 5 minus 7. So take note that a number divided by 5 minus 7 is equal to 5. And so in this case, 4 works with the equation A. And finally, a number divided by 5 subtracted from 7. So you have a number divided by 5, and then 7 is the big number, and that division between x and 5 is taken away from 7. So in this case here, that satisfies B, which is in this case 5 works with B. And that is how you're able to analyze the case 1 scenario. So this is going to be similar to the equation worksheet I'm going to give out to you, where you're going to have question 1, 2, and 3. And for those 3 questions, you're going to be answering the right statement that matches those 3 equations. So keep that in mind. And next one here is for case 2, which you're going to deal with from question 4, in this case all the way to question 8. And from question 4 to question 8, you're going to be given a question that looks like this, and you'll be asked to convert the sentences to an equation. So for sentence 1, which says that 20 divided by a number, which in this case a number will be, let's give it S, is equal to 4. And this is right. You can also write this as 20 divided by S is equal to 4, because 20 is the dividend and S is divisor, and the quotient is 4. So keep that in mind. For question 2 here, it says that a number, which in this case I'll call the number, we don't know what the number is, but represent as T, divided by, so in this case is the other way around, 20 is also equal to 4. Now take note here that this is now also written as T divided by 20 is equal to 4. So remember here that where S was our specific divisor in this question, in this case T is our dividend in this particular question. So it means that when you're comparing these 2 divisions, take note that division doesn't work with the same way as multiplication. So for division, whichever number comes before or after the operation, that don't matter. It does matter. You always get a different outcome no matter what. So in this case, where our S is in this case 5, we know that 20 divided by 5 will give you 4. However, for this particular question here, T divided by 20 won't be 5. T won't be 5, because 5 divided by 20 won't give you 4. It will give you 1/4. However, for this particular case here, for we to get 4, we need to have T to be equal to 80. And that is really interesting to keep in mind. And for question 3 here, we have this question which says that, hey, 2/5. So 2/5 we know is 2 over 5 of a number. Take note that of is the same thing as saying multiplication. And so 2/5 of multiplied by a number, take note that a number could be, in this case, let's say M. So 2 over 5 multiplied by M, subtracted, take note here, subtracted from 20, which means that 20 is going to be always bigger than this expression here in order for our number answer to be a positive number. So in this case here, we need to then realize that in terms of rewriting this, 2/5 of a number can also be written as 2 over 5m, or you can write this as 2 over 5, because it's multiplication, it will be bracket m. Take note that this is less than 20, so therefore in this case subtracted from 20 means that this whole expression here will be taken away from 20. So therefore 220 minus 2 over 5m will give you the number, which is in this case 16. So this is the equation that does match the specific statement that is given right here. And so that is how you're able to go about solving this particular problem. So in this problem, you're able to not only match equations with the right statements, but also you're able to write equations from a statement. So please, I want you all to be able to challenge yourself by doing the question 1 and 3, question 1 to 3, which matches the case 1, and for case 2 you need to do question 4 to 8 in this particular case right here. So thanks for following me through this. Truly appreciate it. Hit a comment down below, let me hear your thoughts, but that way I can talk to you soon. Stay smart as always and believe in yourselves.